With the Autumn Nation series wrapped up, done and dusted, what a spectacle it was. We look forward to another huge spectacle coming our way next year when the British and Irish Lions tour Australia. We saw what the Wallabies have to offer against England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland. But what do the British and Irish Lions have to offer the Wallabies? Here's my early British and Irish Lions predicted starting 15. As always, let me know in the comments what you guys think. What changes would you make? Do I know anything about rugby? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. All right, so as I said, one of the best Autumn Nation series in a very long time. We're on the back or the end of that now, and what better time to predict a British and Irish Lions squad than now. Very, very early on. We're still a good couple of months away from that. But I'm going off the back of performances this Autumn Nation series and how I think the British and Irish Lions squad could look. Here we go. So, Pierce Kuman, Dewey Lake, Andrew Porter up front, locks Maro Itoje and Tide Byrne. Back row of Chandler Cunningham South, Josh van der Fleer and Caelan Doris. Caelan Doris captain. 9 and 10 of Jamison Gibson Park and Marcus Smith. Centres of Sione Toipolotu and Hugh Jones. Back 3 of Duan van der Merwe, Emmanuel Fayawaboso and Hugo Keenan. And then we've got the bench of Jamie George, Ellis Genge, Xander Farguson, Joe McCarthy, Ben Earl, Ben White, Finn Russell, and James Lowe. Very, very, very strong squad. I like it. Like I said, let me know in the comments what changes would you make. Who would you bring in there? Obviously, you're going to favour your own team, but have a bit of an open mind here and be realistic. And what you think or who you think is, because there's some players that the team as a whole might be better or worse than your team that you support, but their individual plays in that team might be better than the positions in your side. All right, let's get into some of the reasons why. So up front, we got Pierce Kuman, Dewey Lake, and Andrew Porter. Big front row, big boppers, big boys that like to scrum, big boys that love the set piece, they love to carry the ball. They've got good skills as well, have massive engines on them, get around the park. Don't just do the set piece stuff, the scrum and the line out, but love to carry the ball, love to make a tackle, love to hit a ruck, and have been there and done it. Not in the British-Irish Lions sense, but at international level. Love what Dewey Lake has been doing with Wales. Yeah, Wales haven't been getting the performance or the results at all, but Dewey Lake has been an outstanding performer in that squad. Obviously got the leadership there as captain, and he's been really, really good for them. Then Pierce Kuman and Andrew Porter have been probably in that top echelon of their position worldwide, I think, at least, and they're unreal. And obviously you got guys like there's Farguson on the bench, Ellis Genge, Tide Furlong, unfortunately injured. And you got like Will Stewart from England as well. So there's still a few other guys roaming around that can be put up for contention. But I think these are your strongest front rows. Locks, I've gone with Maro Itoje, Tide Byrne. Oh man, Maro Itoje is first in, I think. First in and best dressed. One of the best locks in world rugby at the moment and has been in fine form, good defensively and on attack, and has got an engine on him as well. I brought Tide Byrne in. Yes, he's been playing predominantly in the back row for Ireland, but he is a lock and he's a really, really good one. Because he can play back row as well, I mean, it just means that he brings so much more to the game. He's so dynamic, really good with ball in hand, and he gets around the park and does a lot of work. Yes, you've got guys like Joe McCarthy's on the bench there. Then you've got guys like George Martin for England, Cummings and Gilchrist, I think it is, at Scotland have been playing really good as well. And then you've got a few boys like James Ryan at Ireland as well, but I've gone with these two, and then Joe McCarthy on the bench as impact. My back row, Chandler Cunningham South, Josh van der Fleer, and Kalen Doris. Kalen Doris, obviously captain. This is probably the most hotly contested positions in this British and Irish Lions squad. Because you look across the board, there's Ben Earl obviously on the bench. You've got Jack Dempsey at Scotland. You've got Ferguson at Scotland. You've got Rory Darge at Scotland. At Wales, you've got Jack Morgan. You've got Tommy Raffel. Man, the list goes on there. Really, really hotly contested position. And one that'll probably give the coaches a bit of a head scratch on, or Andy Farrell a bit of a head scratch on who to pick there. My 9 and 10, I've gone with Jamison Gibson Park, Marcus Smith. This is again another position where it could go a few ways, but I've gone with this combination. They've been outstanding, especially this Autumn Nation Series for their country. Gibson Park's probably one of the best decision makers behind the ruck. His option taking is elite, and the execution on it, even better. And then looking at Marcus Smith, he's just had the ball on a string for the past couple of games. Really, really good for England, leading their attack, kicking well off the tee. Between him and Finn Russell, I've gone with Finn Russell on the bench. You could go either way there, but I just think Marcus Smith is just tipping him out, especially off the back of these past performances in the Autumn Nation Series. And he's been outstanding, man, growing each game, learning more how to control when he wants to attack, not just attacking every time. He's kicking, or he's option taking around kicking and when to pass, when to attack. Really good, and it's evolving. And you like to see that energetic side of him, but also the calm side of him. And he's an absolute weapon. Then my centers, Sione Tuipulotu, Hugh Jones. Mate. These guys have just been unreal. The past couple of years, together for Glasgow and then for Scotland in international, just that chemistry there, it's like bacon and eggs, man. That's like fish and chips, salt and pepper, those two go together. Man, so good. Their ability to beat people one-on-one, how they play off each other as well, their defensive reads, really strong in that regard. Just whatever you need from them, get over the advantage line, they've got you. Break the line, they've got you. X factor, they've got that. Defensively, they've got that as well. But again, another two positions where you could go a lot of different ways. There's Ollie Lawrence, Henry Slade. There is Bundy Aki, Robbie Henshaw, Ringrose. Like, man, unreal. Good depth there, but I'm gone with the combination of Tuipulotu and Hugh Jones. And then my back three, Duan Fanamerva, Emmanuel Faiwa-Bosso, and Hugo Keenan. Man. So if Faiwa-Bosso, now that I'm saying it, he didn't really play much in the Autumn Nation Series. Someone like Ollie Slytone played really well. But I've gone with Faiwa-Bosso just because of his electric energy, his electricity. Man, that X factor, his ability to break open a game, score you a try from wherever, so hard to tackle, so fast. And you want someone like him, just that electric, someone like him in your team. Duan Fanamerva, a try scoring, he's got the Scottish record, just a try scoring machine. Someone like Darcy Graham could be in there as well, but I like Duan Fanamerva because he's got the size as well, strong, agility, fast, and just a weapon on the wing. You got Hugo Keenan at fullback. Could have had someone like Blair Kinghorn as well there. I've gone with Hugo Keenan. He's just electric, fast, safe as houses at the back as well. And I really like how he knows when to inject himself, when not to. And you literally could say the same things for Blair Kinghorn, but I've gone with Hugo Keenan. Then James Lowe on the bench there. Ben White on the bench as well to cover at 9. Again, you could go 50,000 different ways. I've gone with this group. What do you guys think? What do I know? I want to hear from the British and Irish Lions fans. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this side. What changes could we expect to see? Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.